everyone, welcome back. In today's lecture, I'm going to share to you inheritance in Java. So what is inheritance? Inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behavior of a parent class. The idea behind inheritance in Java is that you can create a new class that are built upon existing classes. When you inherit from an existing class, you can reuse methods and fields of the parent class. Moreover, you can add new methods and fields to the current class. Inheritance is represented by a is-a relationship, which is known as a parent-child relationship. So why we use inheritance in Java? Number one, for method overriding and for code reusability. Now, these are some of the terminologies you would often hear when it comes to inheritance. Number one, class. A class is a group of objects in which they have common properties. It is a template or a blueprint from which objects are created. You would also be hearing about subclasses or subclass, a child class. Subclass is a class in which inherits the other classes. Okay? It is also called a derived class, extended class, or a child class. You would also hear superclass or parent class. Superclass is a class from which a subclass inherits the features. It is also known as a base class or a parent class. And last is reusability, okay, in which you could reuse different methods, fields from existing classes. Inheritance is one of the uh, features of Java that allows programmers to easily link or reuse different codes that they have created. Okay, let's now simulate, or I'm going to demonstrate to you now how do we apply inheritance in Java. Let's now open our NetBeans here. Now I'll be creating a new class, or Java class. I'll give it a name inheritance 1. You could use any name to represent the classes that you create. Okay? So let us start our coding process. First thing is, this will be our inheritance code. So inheritance. Now, let's say we want to display a simple hello world program or any key message there. Okay? Let's first create our superclass. This is also known as the parent class. Okay? Class, superclass. Then, let's say we have three variables here, integer I, j, k, and we have a method void show message super. Okay. So our method here will just display hello from superclass. Sorry. Okay, so this is the message that the user will display. The user will see upon executing the superclass. Now let's create now a subclass or a child. Class, subclass, extends superclass. Now we have here the keyword extends. So what it does is it will use the different methods, variables found in the superclass without us repeating the methods there or the different variables. Let's assume that we have here show. Let's have another method here. Void show message subclass. Okay. Here we have a subclass now. Then let's print hello from subclass. Okay. So the objective here is for us to print out the text here. Hello from superclass and hello from subclass. Okay, let's now create our main program here, public static void main. Next is we have to create now an object. So as you can see, we have created a class named subclass that extends to the superclass. So we're going to create now an object that we're going to use the superclass here. So we're going to have subclass object is equals to new subclass. Okay. Next, since we created an object now, we have now access to the variables and then the methods in our superclass. To do that, all you need to do is type object dot. If you notice, you can now see ijk, which is found in our superclass. Then you could also see here show super. This is the method found in our superclass. And then we could also definitely access our subclasses here by typing object that show sub that will now display our subclass here. So this one access our superclass, and then this one here access our subclass. So if we run our code, let's test our code here, run. So you have here the output. The output first displays hello from superclass and then hello from subclass. So if in case you'll be using inheritance, the first thing that you have to do is you have to create first the parent and then identify the different variables or methods that the parent will have. Then you could create a subclass here, use the keyword extends, make sure that it's extending to the parent or superclass, and then you'll be able to access the different methods available. So this is our first example in inheritance. Hope you like the video. Thank you for watching. Bye.